Okay, so this is not something I've ever talked about on here before. My videos usually deal with certain topics that people can either agree with, disagree with, think about or consider. With what I'm about to talk about today, some people may change their entire opinion about me based on this fact and this fact alone. However, I'm going to take that risk because this is something I feel I should really talk about with everyone, or more specifically, whoever it is that's willing to listen. I believe in something called freedom of religion. To me, this means everyone thinks differently, therefore everyone believes differently. We should be able to believe what we want and say what we want and think however we want without feeling like we're going to be put down for just being naturally who we are. Before you continue any further with listening to this video, I'm only going to discuss religion with those who want to. To me, I believe that religion is whatever it is that gets someone's hopes up, makes them feel motivated for the day, keeps them feeling strong and confident about themselves, helps them look towards the future in a positive way. That's what I feel like a religion is, and that's what I feel like a religion does. And this can be different for everyone, and I don't believe there's a right or a wrong religion. This all depends on you and what makes you happy. Some people actually decide to join groups and associate themselves with others, unite together with people who, want to follow a set list of beliefs with each other. And that's okay, to each his own, whatever, like I said, whatever makes you happy and hopeful in life. Well, I myself, I don't belong to any religion at all. I'm not a member of any kind of group that practices certain rules and beliefs and guidelines and commandments and so on and so forth. But if anything, I would mostly identify myself with being an agnostic. If you don't know what agnosticism is, it is the belief along the lines of you cannot prove anything and you cannot disprove anything. I choose not to believe in a higher power, and I'm content with that. I'm okay with that. I really just don't care to know all of the answers to life. Anything you're trying to argue with me about my non-religion won't matter. The only time that I'll actually consider anything else is if you place actual proof in my hands. Now, agnosticism is not to be confused with atheism. That is the solid denial of the presence of God. And that's not me. I don't deny God completely. I just choose not to associate myself with that stuff whatsoever. Aside from that, I do also believe in and agree with a few other religions or philosophies, I guess you could call them. So this includes Buddhism, nihilism, and existentialism. You see, I was baptized as a Methodist, and I grew up all of my life going to Catholic schools. Also, I've studied about a dozen or so world religions on my own free time. I like to learn. I am very intrigued by the mind and how it works differently for everyone, and how people see things differently and believe things differently and think things differently. What about this religion do I agree with, but what also about that religion do I not agree with? I like to learn about all of the religions so I can, put that all onto my own mindset and just apply it to my own life. But mostly because I was raised with the Christian religion all of my life, I tend to disagree with a lot of the things I've been taught about it. Around 13, 14 is whenever I started questioning God and Jesus. It honestly made me so depressed not knowing anything. I was scared to say that I was getting farther and farther away from the idea of God. I was scared of the consequences that I was told would come with that. However, around 14 or 15, that's whenever I finally concluded that I don't believe in God and Jesus because it has not been proved to me, so I just can't. I can now fearlessly say that. I don't believe in Jesus and I don't believe in God. Whenever people ask me about my religion and I bring that up, they like to argue with me all of the reasons why God could exist, all the possibilities why he could exist, but still they're not proving anything. Oh, when you look at the trees and the nature and the flowers and the animals, all of that beauty and all of those details, isn't it just so precious? Like, who could have made that? Our answer to that is God. Let me ask you a question. Who is it that created rape, murder, destruction, starvation, liars, and cheaters? I believe that the Bible is all so very symbolic. I believe that the Bible was created to help uncivilized people, behave and, look forward to something and be good people. There's this wonderful being who, if you just tell him that you love him and do as he says, then you'll be on the VIP list to his party up in the clouds eternally. Another thing I don't understand, that I don't care to understand, just very honestly, if the Christian God is a perfect God, why didn't he make everything perfect and without sin? Why did he make the devil? Why did he create the bullies who torment you at school every day? Why does he allow your dad to beat your mother? If your God is a truly loving God, why does he surround you with all of those terrible things? But moving on, people will be okay with you if you are a little bit different from them, and if you don't, see eye to eye with them on everything. But the moment you mention that you don't worship their God, they just back up like you are some disease. Either that, or they'll get all sad and depressed and be like, oh my God, I'm so sorry, you're not gonna go to heaven. I'm gonna pray for you. All right, to that, I say 3 things. I don't believe in heaven, I don't believe in hell, and I don't believe in prayer. Those things are all very irrelevant to me because I don't have a religion. I live my life as a good person, doing positive things, treating people with respect, appreciating the people that I love, and not killing anyone and not killing any animals. Not because I'm concerned with just doing whatever it takes to make it into heaven. That's not it at all, actually. I do those things because I actually believe there's nothing in the end, and so I want to make my time worth it while I'm here. And I mean, if I'm dead, I won't know either way, but at least I'll be remembered as a good person. To other people, that might sound scary to think that, once you're gone, you're gone. But I'm really content with this because if I live my life the way I should, I have no reason to not be happy about that. If there truly is an old man up in the sky who doesn't allow me into heaven, even though I do all of those things, but just because I am not a Christian, then your God fucking sucks, okay? If that's what you believe in, then I'm happy for you, and I truly hope that you get into heaven. But don't worry about me. Don't get all concerned about trying to save me or show me the light. I'm really not interested. While some may feel like they have to look to God or to Jesus or read the Bible to feel empowered or to feel as though their problems will go away, I don't need to do those things. What I do is I just look within myself, and I'm confident that I'll find the answers, and I am very positive that things will be okay. I don't need to pray for the bad things in my life to go away. I will do my best to make them go away on my own. Back when I did believe in Jesus and the Bible, I felt like I had a free pass to heaven and that I could basically get away with murder. I could do anything bad. I could treat other people, with disrespect just because I could go and be forgiven. Now that I don't believe in or worship anything or worry about it, and I just focus on myself, I have become much more involved with my life and making amazing decisions and, trying to make everything worth living for everyone. But I'm a human making the most out of my life, doing positive things, spreading the positivity that I have with others, and, trying not to make the same mistake twice. So what makes you so much better than me? Why am I so far down below you? Whenever I'm getting to know someone, I don't judge them on who it is that they worship. I judge them on what kind of person they are and the kinds of things that they do. So I don't see why people should hold the fact that I don't have a religion against me. Moral of the story here is the fact that people are not all the fucking same. So don't treat everyone like they're supposed to believe in the same things that you do. I'm not trying to prove that God doesn't exist. I'm just trying to explain why I don't believe he does.